Okay, I feel like I've discovered the secret meaning of life, which is very obvious that the yin yang represents, that has not really been talked about in this way I'm about to say. This is the video you all have been waiting for, my plasma followers. The yin yang is how life is created. Let me explain. So the yin yang basically represents how everything is created, and this is kind of the motion, and everyone in history has talked about it, and I don't even think they know exactly what they're saying. But the yin yang is literally a symbol for creation in so many ways. So the whole universe is based on rhythms. Everything happens in circles and spirals. When a circle is pulled down and spiraled, you will get a torus that turns into a yin yang. In nature, you can see right here, you also see the infinity symbol is in the torus and the yin yang as well. There is infinity within a circle. In life, the circle is immortal. It is constantly feedbacking off each other, like a feedback loop, balance, paradox. When the scientists discovered quantum entanglement and used a yin-yang to represent it, maybe it even appeared as a yin-yang, I'm not sure. This is literally just how everything is created, guys. It is the masculine and the feminine principle coming together to create the child, to create matter. It is the plasma field mixing together like a little twister to pop out a baby. Whether it's your dreams, a real person, thoughts to things, this is how we create it, guys. Way back in the day, yin referred to a closed door, darkness is the feminine principle, yang, height, mountain, brightness, masculine principle. You need day and night. You need periods of rest and periods of action. This is how everyone should live their life, in harmony and balance, going with the flow. There's a little bit of light and darkness. There's a little bit of darkness and light. Everything is true and not true at the same time. Outer reality is inner reality. Inner reality is outer reality. The only interference is us, is our soul, is our consciousness, is our perspective. We are the in-between and boundary between the two, which I'll get to. I'll get to it now. The things we see are the same things that are within us. There is no reality except the one contained within us. I'll say something on that. This is why so many people live in unreal life. They take outside images for reality and never allow the world within to assert itself. Here's the thing the yin yang says. As within, so without. As above, so below. Yes, our inner reality is the true reality, but out here is also a true reality. What we can do is first change our inner reality, and then our outer reality will start to change. But this outer reality has an intelligence just like our inner reality. It also is creating us as we're creating it. The point here is when you think you can create a reality, just have some respect and reverence for the fact that reality is also creating us. But if we really plug into the whole, we can plug into the intuition, to our soul, to source of what we're meant to do. And that is when you co-create with your flow, with source. And that's when magic happens. You can actually, yes, create any reality, but it's gonna flow easier if it aligns with your heart and soul, okay? Even David Bowie knew about it. I'm an instant star. You're a circle, just add water and stir. We're made up of mostly water and plasma. I hope we're making connections here, guys. It's all a vortex. There have been theories forever that ether or plasma, that there are vortexes deep inside atoms that actually create reality. There's a physicist, Nassim Haramein, I love him. He's been talking about plasma for ages. He talks about Planck plasma inside of atoms that literally are from this field that create our entire universe. Like, everything is made of plasma, not atoms. Robert Temple would second this. There's also a vortex theory of an atom. I already might have said this, I forget, whatever. Ether, plasma, inside of atoms, vortex, here we go. I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, there's also something called the one electron theory, that are basically our entire existence, our universe is one electron, and that explains why all electrons are alike. Basically, the single electron is moving back and forth in time. Why does this matter? Basically, in vortices of electron fluid, they found vortexes. Like a torus. Just remember this symbol. Here we go. Here we go. Making connections. So let's just call this one electron a plasma field. It's the same thing because I say so. Okay, so occultists say that reality is contained within a circle. Physicists say that time and space and all energy and matter contained within it is contained in a circle. They're both saying the same thing. Transcendentalists, circles like the soul, never ending, turn round and round without a stop. Everyone is saying this. But for this system to work, the bottom part of the circle of reality, or time and space, has to be negative. So there isn't a backward time, but backward matter. It is better to think of the container as not being a circle, but a twisted circle. So that backward matter is locked away on the other side of the singularity, and that is the balance that is the constant of time and space. The interesting part is that in a black hole, the circle that contains time and space collapses into the point in the middle of it, so that effectively nothing becomes everything. An object going into a black hole will have its moment reduced to zero, in effect going into that state of the rest that the Gnostics, Hermeticists, and Tao Te Ching talked about. I know that sounds crazy, and I did just read that off my notes. But if you go back and listen to that again, basically the process I just described is the process of a circle turning into a yin yang. I'm not joking. This is all of creation, even at a humongous level of how black holes basically create our universe. And it goes down to the smallest level of these little mini vortexes, black holes, creating our universe. Going back to also a psychological standpoint of this symbol, we need contrast to evolve and learn. We need both. Life cannot be smooth riding. We would not learn anything. We need the male and female principle to make the child, at least the sperm and the egg. We need sentience or plasma and consciousness to work together to create matter, to feedback on each other so we can learn, evolve, experience. But remember that we are all one, and this is just duality in this universe so we can evolve and experience. This is telling us this. Symbols have 20 million different meanings. Ask Carl Jung. Symbols is how the universe or plasma talks to us. Virginia Woolf said it best in her book Waves. I am rooted, but I flow. Like the yin yang, one and the other, both. Which brings us into the tree of life. Remind you of anything? A Taurus, or the beginning process of a yin yang. I am rooted, but I flow. It's all feedbacking. Same as the flower of life. We're rooted, but we flow. Little portals creating everything. Vessia Pisces. Listen, the yin yang has so many symbols. Hopefully some of this made sense. But in summation, balance, paradox, you need light and dark in your life. Be grateful for it all. We're all one, but we're also individuated. But we have God inside of us, and it's also outside of us. Where are us humans within this? We are all of it. We are each side. We are some secret little gem within it. And not only is the yin yang literally the symbol of creation of life and everything we know, but it actually, this duality is hiding what's inside, the treasure. Once we can let this kind of fall to the wayside and see things in a more circular, holistic way, and know that these are tools we can use, the light and the dark are tools, but we're the neutrality behind it, that is when the yin yang opens, and we find that we are each the precious jewel inside of it, all different colors, all each of us an individual beautiful jewel on Indra's net. Goodbye.